Okay, so bought this bike certified pre-owned. It had 745 miles on it when I found it. I now have a little over 1,500 on it. So I'm getting there. The Shark Nose Road Glide fairing does really well at high speeds on the interstate. You don't have the turbulence affecting the forks because the forks are independent. You do have more weight forward onto the forks because of this whole assembly here being tied to the frame, and it's all sitting on top of that neck. This is a 2019 model. It's before they started doing the vivid black, gloss black inner fairing. The matte finish, we'll see how it does. I need to do a little treatment to it, make sure it holds up. I had a 2009 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic that it did get a little bit of weathering to it. The windscreen. This is a stock windscreen, and I got one that sits up just slightly higher, so when I put the taller saddle on it, it'll be a little more comfortable. Oh, it's a crazy day at Walmart. It's in there, and one employee and a customer were trading conspiracy theories about the eclipse and the government. Actually, it wasn't just one customers, too. Oh, jeez. So I need a taller windscreen for this cop saddle. The Milwaukee 8, this one is 114 cubic inches. The only thing I've done to it since I've gotten it is I put the rear bumper on the fender and the fender taillight tip. Stock exhaust, stock headers, with the catalytic converter and everything. Got a little Easter egg there with the reflectors. I like that I put on there. Got my first ram mount put on it. Got to add some more. One of the things I like about the Road Glide is the cubbies. The 2019 and actually the 2020 and 2020 and older models have these cool flaps that close those vents, which is nice. All of them still have this up until the redesigned fairing, which I believe the redesign is called Project Ultron. The paint scheme on this is midnight blue with barracuda silver and pinstripe. The pinstripe is a kind of medium blue and then like a dark gray or silver water spots pinstripe going on there. The dealership did have to replace the front fender because between the time I found it and the time I made the deal, somebody dinged the other front fender. The bike originated out of Florida, and with that being a Florida bike, it has some little pitting marks. I put the chrome axle caps on. I may do chrome lowers on the legs later, on the front forks later. See this side, the pitting's a little worse. You can't feel it, but it's definitely, you can kind of feel it there. So I may see if I can't polish that out. It is very smooth. It does not have the air adjustable rear suspension. The Harley put the twist shock on the back on these, or twist shock on this side. The other side's a regular shock. So you have to take the left saddlebag off and reach down and crank a knob. I've noticed that the manual, owner's manual for the bike, differs from, if you bought these shocks and put them on my 2014, it differs from the instructions on what the settings should be for the weight. So I think I know the instructions say that it has to be a lot stiffer. Like for example, a 9, and on this 7.5 feels more comfortable than the 9 on the other bike. So that's just a really quick review. I'm still getting used to the bike. I'll do a more detailed review as time goes on.